Snow White in the Land of Green Giants. In the previous episodes, we saw that Snow White took refuge in the land of fairies out of fear of the Queen and lived with them in the house of 5 little fairies. But the Queen found out about her presence there and turned herself into a witch by eating a potion, and from above the rainbow entered that land. He went near the house of 5 fairies and gave the poison apple to Snow White. But just at the moment when he wanted to eat that apple, the ugly crab takes the apple from his hand and eats it himself and falls into the sleep of death, and the beauty of the crab reaches the Witch Queen and becomes even more ugly. When the Witch Queen attacks Snow White to take revenge on her, right at that moment, SpongeBob and Prince Edward arrive and stop her. Fall down and climb the magic bean tree and run away. Prince Edward and SpongeBob and his friends take Mr. Crab and the poison apple to the witch who lived in the forest to ask for help. The magician made a potion with the help of a poisonous apple to break the Frog Prince's spell and told him that in order to save Mr. Crab they should climb the magic bean tree and look for the white dragon in the land above the clouds. The firepower of the white dragon can nullify the poison apple spell. Although SpongeBob and Patrick had obtained the map of the lost city, they were not satisfied to leave Mr. Crab alone in this situation. So, with the help of Prince Edward, Snow White and the 5 fairies, they decided to climb the bean tree and find the white dragon so that they could save Mr. Crab's life. Prince Edward had told Snow White that his father was alive and living in their land. She has lost her memory and only mentions Snow White's name in her sleep. Snow White had decided to first go to the land above the clouds to save Mr. Crab and then go to their land with Prince Edward to see his father, and now the story continues. They all climbed the magic bean tree. They reached a part where nothing else could be seen except the clouds, and a little above that a strange land appeared. A very beautiful land above the clouds and rainbow. It was hard to believe that such a land existed here. SpongeBob and his friends walked towards that beautiful and strange land. When they entered there, they realized that the trees there are much bigger than the plants and trees on Earth. Suddenly they heard the sound of big hits on the ground. The ground was shaking. They all hid behind the tree. They saw in disbelief that a big green giant passed by. There was the land of giants. They quietly hid behind the tree and waited until it got dark, so that they can enter their palace. It got dark little by little, and they asked the fairies to fly and slowly enter the palace of the giants to find news about the white dragon. The fairies flew and entered the castle from the top of the castle wall and spread silently in different parts of the castle without the guards knowing anything and started searching. One of them saw the white dragon in the main hall of the castle. The white dragon was in the captivity of the giants and a strong chain was tied to his leg. The fairies quickly spread the news of finding the white dragon to SpongeBob and Prince Edward. They also entered slowly. They asked Snow White to wait for them in the forest. Snow White agreed and hid in the forest with one of the fairies. Prince Edward, SpongeBob and Patrick along with 4 fairies have slowly entered the castle. Some giants were taking a nap while guarding. They took advantage of this situation and entered the castle. Guided by the fairies, they went to the hall where the white dragon was imprisoned. No matter what the problem was, they entered quietly and moved forward. When the prince reached the dragon, he said to him,
"O white dragon, we have come here from the earth and we ask for your help."
The white dragon said in a quiet voice,
"What help can I get when I am in a bind?"
Prince Edward said,
"In our land, a man has fallen asleep by eating a poisoned apple. And a witch has told us that only the power of your fire can save him.
The white dragon said,
Yes, it is absolutely true. I was willing to do this for you, but unfortunately, as you can see, I am now trapped and I cannot get out of here.
Prince Edward asked.
Why are you locked up like this?
SpongeBob said
that these evil giants must be bothering you a lot. It is clear from their appearance that they are very evil.
The white dragon said,
These giants were not like this before. They always live happily together. They always respected me and I was respected and valuable to them. But all this story starts from that rainy night when an evil witch rose from the magic beans and entered our land. With the help of a potion, he brought all the giants under his command, and from then on all the giants became evil. From then on, they only take orders from him. He ordered the giants to imprison me in the castle. I always flew in the sky and caused rain and snow and rainbows to appear. Of course, my fire is also effective in cancelling some magic spells. I don't know what plans the magician has in his head, but I heard that the giants were talking about attacking the earth and capturing a girl named Snow White.
SpongeBob said,
You wicked wizard. He doesn't want to stop his bad deeds. He wants to take revenge on Snow White. We have to destroy his plan.
The dragon said,
Do you know Snow White? Who is he that the witch is so upset about him and has messed up our whole land?
Prince Edward said,
The queen of our land was once Snow White's stepmother and she was always jealous of Snow White's beauty. Therefore, by drinking the potion, he transformed himself into a witch to enter the land of fairies and give the poison apple to Snow White and possess her beauty. But that apple was eaten by a poor crab and he fell asleep instead of Snow White. The witch will do anything to take revenge on Snow White. The witch climbed the magical bean tree in front of all of us.
SpongeBob said,
White dragon, we must free you first.
The white dragon said,
Your efforts are useless. These chains are tied by the power of magic and are so strong that no one can break them. There is only one way. That is, you have to invalidate the spell with which the magician brought the giants under his control.
Prince Edward said,
How do we cancel the spell?
The white dragon said,
In the valley between the clouds, there is a flower that blooms every 1,000 years. Let the giants eat it. Then the spell will destroy the obedience of the giants. That flower is the flower of love and affection, and it will return love and affection to the hearts of the giants.
Said Prince Edward.
Very well, we will do our best to bring that flower here.
The white dragon said,
When you find that flower, go to the kitchen, throw a few petals into the large food pot over there. By eating the extract of that flower, the giants return to their original state and release me themselves.
The fairies said,
Leave it to us to find the flower. We will definitely do this. We are so small in front of these giants that they don't see us and don't pay attention.
We can easily do this. The fairies set out and after searching, they reached the valley that the dragon told them about and looked for a flower. They found that beautiful flower and brought it to the castle. A few petals were thrown into the giant's food pot. They also kept some other petals of this flower to use it later if needed. The dragon said to SpongeBob and his friends, Wait until the end of the night until all the giants eat the food and that flower will work. According to the dragon's prediction, the giants returned to their normal state after eating. The giants went to the dragon and unchained him. They threw the Witch Queen out of her castle. The now freed White Dragon carried Prince Edward and SpongeBob and his friends on his back and headed home. The little fairy flew to cancel the spell of the poisoned apple with her fire and save the crab. When the White Dragon arrived at the house of 5 little fairies, it surrounded Mr. Crab with its flame. And Mr. Crab started coughing and suddenly woke up. Everyone was happy that the crab was saved and woke up again. The crab was embarrassed when he saw SpongeBob and Patrick. He lowered his head and apologized to them for stealing the map of the lost city. Now that the story was over, SpongeBob, Patrick and Mr. Crab decided to continue their journey together to find the lost city. As Prince Edward had already told them, the next part on the map was the land of Prince Edward, where the frog was also on the map and referred to the Frog Prince. SpongeBob and Patrick decided to go there and give him the potion that the wizard made to save the prince and the frog so that the next parts of the map will appear on the map. Snow White was also very happy to meet her father soon. They all decided to go to the land of Prince Edward. The White Dragon, who owed his rescue from the land of giants to Prince Edward and SpongeBob and his friends, asked him to let him go with them. He asked SpongeBob and his friends to ride behind him and fly to that land. To be continued.